So this part is a bit of a intro to the intro really, because this road that I'm travelling on now to our new unit has a huge responsibility for a lot of what Oval's been built on. And I'll explain that. I don't want to get too kind of hippie. I swore that I would never travel back down this road. After leaving the company that I used to work for that was down this road, I really wasn't very happy there. It was a mixture of things, and I'm not going to go too far into it, but I wasn't happy there. I wasn't happy with the type of work that I was doing, and I knew it was renewables that I wanted to really do. And so every time that I would travel away from the office, back home, I would be travelling down this road as I am now, thinking, I ain't happy here. I dread coming back down this road tomorrow, going to site. So yeah, this road then, everything that I was dreading about going to work the next day has factored into how I've tried to build Oval as a company. So even now, when I'm travelling down to our new unit, which is an Oval unit, it's got nothing to do with any other company, I still get that little feeling in your stomach. And if you've had that sort of thing before, you'll know exactly what I mean, where some sort of landmark or some sort of journey triggers that kind of feeling. And that's what this road does for me. But I get that feeling every time I drive down this road currently. I mean, it might wear off after a little while, but I get that feeling currently. And straight after that, it's a case of, yes, that was the case, but now you're travelling down it to your own business property, and that business has been built off of the back of the feelings that you had when you were travelling down this road to work for a different company. And so what I mean by that is that everything that I didn't like about working for that other company, I've tried to correct and make sure that we don't have in Oval. So this road then, I'm trying to turn this road from a negative experience to a very positive one, as to remember what you want Oval to be, and the environment, the culture, the people, and the standard of work that you want to push out. This road needs to remind you of that every time you travel down it. So yeah, that's a nice little reason as to why this road has a lot to account for where Oval is now, and the reason why Oval was created in the way it was created. Hi everybody, welcome to what might be called a second episode of our office renovation. So you can see behind me we've got a lot of kit in here now. So over the past few days we've been transferring everything from our units, from our driveway and everything to get it all here, so we're working from one base. We've got a forklift coming behind us as well, bringing some more of the more heavy duty stuff in. But we'll have a little look. So if you come down with me, guys are here with probably one of the last few van loads of kit in, but we've got loads of stuff. We're not going to go through the intricacies of what we've got here, obviously for security reasons and what have you, but you can see a forklift is bringing a battery in at this moment. So we're right in the midst of getting everything from one base, meaning that we haven't got to jump from shipping containers to driveways to pallets somewhere else. We're all working from this location now. What we've decided, rather than spending $5 on a lot of racking, we may or may not be the best suited for us. What we've decided to do is we've marked out some bays with some gaffer tape or some duct tape. So these bits here are going to be our job bays. So in this area here, we've got bay 3, bay 2 and bay 1. And all the guys will need to do in theory is roll in and go to the bay that their job is in and load everything that's in bay 1. Now, this size, we've done 2.5 meters square. Let's see if that's big enough. We don't know. We might be too small, we might be too big. I reckon we might be a little bit small, but we're going to try it out, as this is a part that we were really keen to try and get sorted first, so that, well, we'll clear all this out fairly soon, but then this can be a really functional part of how this unit is used, because the guys will just reverse in and load up. So even if all this is still a load of mess, at least they know that if kit in their bay, then that's what they're using for that day or that week or whatever the job is. So yeah, that's quite a good thing. We've got a little document holder in each bay as well, and that is going to have the schematics for the job that they're going to, the picking list, and anything other little bits that are needed to get them through that job. We're also going to have a little stood-up racked area here, which will be for rail, trunking, conduit, and all that sort of stuff. So in the next episode, you may see a lot more changes on this, but in principle, this is the size that we've gone for. So it'll be interesting to see over the coming weeks and months if this is the right size for us, but let's see. So down that far side, we've not done an awful lot. There's just boxes of stuff. This is where the main part of our racking is going to be. But like I say, we've got a lot of organising to do in this section, and so we're just going to see how that area works for a little bit, and then purchase the racking to make that area really functional. So that is the bit of progress we've had down there. We'll get out of this noise and we'll take you up to the office and show you that bit. So yeah, very kind of the neighbouring unit just to lend us the forklift. They've come over and just lifted some of the final heavy bits out, but should be a bit more quieter. This is the more civilised area up here. So this is effectively Oval HQ. So you can see we've got some carpet squares going down and sort of working out for all of that. We wanted something that's fairly straightforward to take back up when and if we eventually leave here. And also if any of them become a bit raggedy, we can change them out fairly easily. So yeah, we've gone for that. So that's in the process. So again, that's probably something that will be coming up. It will be updated on the next instalment. See, Jess is here modelling our first ever desk at Oval HQ. So what we've done with the desks is something a little bit different. We've decided to go for the sit or stand desk. So Jess, if you're not in the middle of something, if you could just beautifully model the stand or sit desk. So currently, obviously, she's in the sitting position. So we've got that, obviously, that can rise up, and yeah, it can go quite high. So we've got 6 of these that are going to be positioned in here. And it just means that if you're a stand and work kind of person or a sit and work kind of person, you've got it. So you can see it goes really nice and high, meaning that you can work at whatever height you want. So yeah, just something we thought we'd do to make it a bit nicer for people. Not a lot else is changing here. This is kind of the big focus for the rest of this week, really, after we've got all of the kit in from down there, because this is the part we need to get ready for new starters coming, and yeah, to actually move Oval HQ officially into this room, we need the carpet down, the desks down, the internet, which can be 2 weeks, and everything else up and running. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Okay, so we're back down the workshop. Let's have a look into what is going to be the reception area. I can't quite remember at this stage what we spoke about last time, whether or not we spoke about what we were considering here, whether or not we were going to do this as a office area or reception area. If we haven't gone through that conversation, when we first got this, we were thinking of having this as like our main office area, but it wasn't really big enough. It was quite tricky to make it look nice if people came. So we decided that this was going to be our reception area. So as part of that, we've been looking at what we need to do to make this look really swish. So one thing that we're going to do, you might be able to hear the echo in here on the mic possibly, but it's very echoey because we've got tiled floors, we've got glass, we've got everything hard surfaces. So we're going to fit this acoustic board, obviously very trendy now, these bits of veneered timber or timber look-alike. And so this entire wall here is going to be covered with this. That's going to go all the way floor to ceiling and create a real impact when customers or whoever comes through that door. And we're also going to have a little touch of class, and on this wall between these doors, just here, we're going to have an illuminated Oval Renewable sign. So that'll be really cool when we get that. So you can see the guys, we've just got to get some blank plates, which I think are just in there, to go over these where an old socket was, just to blank it off before we put any of this on. Yeah, to make it look, just so there's no obstacles on this wall really. We've taken some trunking down, which was from some old data points and what have you. We've got our friends at Art Smart coming to have a look, just to support us on getting the data all set up. Sky are coming in 2 weeks from this position to get all our fibre up and running, because we found out subsequently from our last video that this place has already got fibre, which is an absolute godsend, because we were looking at having to just go through like a 4G or 5G router. So the Sky package we've got is fibre and 4G backup, so perfect. Very, very happy with that. And yeah, we're going to have a little look at this, and it'll be interesting. If we haven't done this already by the time this video goes out, drop it in the comments as to what you think. But on this wall here, we're going to have, or in this area here, we're going to have a table and chairs so that the guys can come down, have a little bit of lunch, because we've got the kitchen just behind the camera over there. And so we're just going to have this bit as a little bit of a sitting area, a bit of a sofa over there for when people come in and we're coming down from the office. So what we're thinking here, we want something here that's interesting. And so we're thinking of doing a hashtag oval install wall. And on here, we're thinking that whenever, if you're a customer watching this, whenever you have an install done by us, as we are now, we're very proud of the standard of work that we've put out and the finish that we provide. So we want that to put that on our wall. So we're thinking of putting an oval install wall where we take a photograph that we take anyway for our records of the panels and the inverter sort of setup, be that in your garage or wherever it is outside, and put that onto this oval install wall, so that when customers, suppliers, manufacturers come to us, they can actually be sat here or stood here and starting to look at the standard of work that we produce and the sort of kit that we produce as well. A bit of more of an interesting thing than just welcome to York or something like that. So yeah, let us know what you think about that, and if you've got anything similar that you've done at your workplace or that you've seen, then yeah, drop us the picture and we'd love to see it. So yeah, part of this video is really just showing you the decision process that we're going through and the things that we're trying to get right and the things that inevitably will get wrong, but we've been very open with that. Just a bit of an interesting kind of video. What do you think about the doors? So these are all currently yellow as they were. Obviously yellow, we have got yellow in our branding, but I don't know if it's going to be a bit much. So we may end up, I don't know if it'll really go with the with the acoustic board. What colour? Drop it in the comments, see what you think. Let us know, help us, interior designers, help us. We're solar panel installers, we're not interior designers. So that's basically it for down here. We've not got a lot else. We're going to keep a desk down here. It might not be that one because it's about knackered, but we'll see what happens. This was one that was left in here when we got it. Right, let's have a little look outside and I'll tell you what the plan is for outside. We are outside and I'm going to tell you the plan currently for this area here. So you see the glass behind me, and that is obviously reception, ground floor, and the office, first floor. And behind where the camera is the main entrance to this part of the industrial estate, and we want something that's fairly high impact when you come around, because it's the first bit across any of these buildings really that you see. So you can see there as the car comes around the corner, this glass is kind of the first thing that they see. What we're thinking and what M4 are looking at for us, our Oval Renewables logo, full height of the full glass, which will create a massive impact, and then have UK headquarters on that as well. So it'll be really interesting when we've got that up and running, because that'll create such a massive impact on this building. And then I don't know if I'm going to tell you this or not, we've got another special sign that we're thinking of putting up as well, but I'm not going to tell you what that is actually yet, because I'm not 100% committed to it myself. So yeah, but we're thinking about another sign as well, yeah, which will tie into the whole oval kind of theme, but I'll leave that one as a little surprise in hopefully a future episode. So yeah, that's the plan for outside, and yeah, really excited to show you that when we get that all up and running and confirmed. So there we go. That is what we're classing as the second episode of the new unit renovation. It's a proper journey, is this, and I don't think you truly know what you let yourself in for until you actually go for it. And so hopefully over the course of these next however many hundreds of episodes, hopefully not, of this renovation, we can show you the decisions we've made, the ones we got right, the ones we got wrong, and advice if you're going through this as well. And And you can also see if I've lost all my hair or if I've gone completely grey through the stress. But really excited for this part of the next chapter for the business. To keep in touch with everything we're doing, including new projects, then please like, subscribe, and tell all your friends about our YouTube channel, and yeah, tune in for the next episode of this renovation project. And yeah, we'll show you where we've got to next time, and hopefully you can follow us on the journey. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.